Welcome back, everyone. We're so sorry about that, but we wanted to make sure that we optimize your live streaming experience by ensuring that our Wi-Fi is tip-top. So if you have just rejoined us, I'm still here at the Sunway Multicare Pharmacy bersama dengan our pharmacist of the day on duty, and her name is Ethan. All right, so she's gonna continue taking us for a quick tour around the place. So you were saying we've got also the face care as well as the oral care, hair care.
Yes. Then for now, starting from a few days ago, we also brought in some new skincare, like some Korean skincare or some face masks that you guys can also grab and go from our pharmacy lah. Yeah. So we're also moving on to the Gen Z trend to put on the face mask.
Because that seems to be very popular.
Yes,
Korean skincare. Yeah, I specifically love Korean skincare.
So it's also something that you can get from our Sunway Multicare pharmacy lah.
Nice.
Yeah. Moving on, we also have the supplement aisle.
Okay.
Our supplements, we arrange it that they're facing each other so that it's easier for the customers to find whatever that they want to find all in one spot. Yeah. So our supplement area is over here. We also have another wall of supplement, but of course it's following the brand. Like this one is our Vit Pro, and then we also have the SMP top choices that we will
recommend. These are your recommendations.
Yes, that we would recommend to patients or customers regarding their conditions.
Okay.
Yeah. Then something important to note is that normally for a pharmacy, we would put our OTC counter.
What's an OTC?
Our over-the-counter products. Okay. Yes, like our Panadol or Gaviscon. So something that's like medication, but it's easy to take. We'll put it opposite the prescription counter. So it's nearer for the pharmacist to recommend their product or the product for the customer.
Out of curiosity, right? What actually is, like, what can't we buy over the counter? Like we need to get a pharmacist to, we go like, okay, I've got this. How do you differentiate the two different types of medicines?
Okay, so normally the ones that we keep in the pharmacy counter, we call it Group B poison. Okay. So Group B poison is those that require a prescription to get their medication.
All right.
Then the Group C categories are also, some of it we keep at the pharmacy area, but those wouldn't need a prescription, like for cetirizine, something for the flu or for the cough, so it's easier to get.
I see. Okay, we have one question here. All right, the question.
Can we get it at RM1?
All the products, can we get it at RM1?
Not all the products that you can get it at RM1. Now we're having a promotion. There are only a certain few products that you can get it at RM1, like our toothbrush. Yeah, so that's something that a lot of customers quite like to use. The toothbrush, we have soft and extra soft. Okay. Yeah, so those are RM1, so you can get those at RM1.
There is RM1, and actually there are a few products also where you buy one, you get free one. I'm actually looking into those because I specifically like that brand. And you still have your ongoing Raya promotion, right? So that's even more cheaper for people who, like me, who has the I'm an annual holder pass where I get up to 40% discount. It's probably even cheaper to use the Raya campaign promotions, right?
Yeah. It's definitely more cheaper to get the Raya promotion campaign. So there are only a few certain products that's under the Raya campaign, so you can drop by our pharmacy, then we are more than happy to recommend you those products.
All right, so what is going to happen here also? As I mentioned before, this pharmacy is not just about purchasing wellness products or supplements. What they do is they also try to educate consumers who come here and to empower them to also ensure that they get early screening and simple stuff like glucose, cholesterol levels, as well as your blood pressure. But before that, we have another question.
For Sunway Pharmacy, so far, how many outlets do we have?
How many outlets for Sunway Multicare pharmacies do we have?
We have more than 100 outlets currently, and a lot of them we just opened at around Penang area. Yeah, so we are branching out. Definitely in Subang there will be more that will be appearing. So look out for our Multicare pharmacy.
All right, so we hope you've answered your question. Speaking of which, we are going to, or rather, she is going to do a quick little test on me on my glucose, my cholesterol levels, as well as my blood pressure. And it's something that you can also screen from the comforts of your home. You shouldn't wait until you see these symptoms. You should get yourself checked, especially if you have history, and we're going to pop over to the counter over there. But before that, we have another question from one of our followers.
It's actually they want to buy the penguin plushie.
They would like to buy the penguin plushie. Okay.
Buy the penguin plushie.
Izen, what is that all about?
The penguin plushie is a plushie that we have, but currently I do not see it anywhere here. Yeah, but it's currently $19.90 if you would like to purchase it. So you can just drop by to any pharmacy or even drop us a WhatsApp on the outlet that's nearby you. Then we can get it at $19.90 lah. They'll get the product
Now
for
I'm
you.
so curious to know what this plushie is all about. Okay, so we're going to try and locate the plushie. In the meantime, let's head over to the counter where Izen is going to show me how to conduct my own health test, and it's very, very easy. And you can also purchase these health tests to bring home, right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so maybe we should start off with what?
Yeah, sure.
Let's have a
take
little
seat.
sit down here.
Yeah. So, okay, this one is our cholesterol test.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the meter that we're using. Then this one is our blood sugar test. So there will be a machine that they have, and then there will be a pen, and then there will also be the test strip, and also the needle. So before you actually inject or prick the patient,
Does it hurt?
No, it wouldn't hurt. Yes, it wouldn't hurt at all. We would have to use an alcohol swab just to clean the area lah.
Okay.
Okay.
And which one ideally should we?
Any finger is fine, but normally I will go for the ring finger.
Ring finger.
Yeah, then I would. It's okay, I can help
Oh,
you.
thank
Yeah,
you.
I will help her.
I was like, okay, I thought she passed it
Yeah.
to me to do it. Okay.
No, normally then we will prick around the sides or the corner area lah, that is a bit more on the thicker side.
Okay.
So, this is the cup.
Out of curiosity, because
Yeah.
we're doing glucose, cholesterol, as well as blood pressure, I had my last meal
Yep.
around 7:30.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine, but for the cholesterol, it will be more ideal if you get it first thing in the morning. Like even for your blood glucose level, better if you get it first thing in the
That
morning.
means when you empty stomach.
yeah,
lah.
when you're
okay.
empty stomach. So then you would get the reading a bit more accurately lah. But it's okay if you've taken your meal, it's fine, you can still measure it. As long as if you measure it every single day, then you just know the trend of how your cholesterol or your blood sugar is like, then it will be fine.
So for these extra little, what do you call these?
This one is the test strip.
Test strips. So test
Yeah.
strips, if we run out of it, we can just purchase that?
Yes, you can
Okay.
purchase it from the pharmacy lah. We also sell the test strip as well as the starter set. Yeah,
Okay.
We sell the starter set. Then if you finish your starter set test kit, test strip, then you can purchase it separately.
All right, we've got two questions back to back while she preps up to prick me. What is the question?
What makes Sunway Multicare pharmacy from other pharmacies?
What makes Sunway Multicare pharmacy different from the other pharmacies out there?
Well, I feel that Sunway Multicare, we really focus on giving the customers or the patients the proper guidance as well as suggestions. Yeah, so normally what I noticed that's different about Multicare is that we would actually ask more questions regarding the patient's condition and then how their condition is like, how long has it been. So I believe it's more of what makes the I believe it's the pharmacist that makes the brand.
And you've always been
Yeah.
about people approach, people centric.
Yes, definitely.
Right.
Yeah, the brand actually provides, the company actually provides us with good training,
Okay.
on how to serve customers. Yeah, and then we also have a lot of classes or online sessions that they prepare just to refresh us pharmacists. Yeah.
And are you stationed in one outlet? So you don't mix, you don't go somewhere else, or they rotate, or how
For
does it
now,
work?
I'm being rotated, but there are as well pharmacists who are stationed at a certain outlet. Yeah, but for myself,
Okay.
I am rotated lah.
And we've got another question.
What other tests can I do in Sunway Multicare pharmacy?
What tests? What tests? What free tests or what tests? What tests do we have that can they do when they walk in?
You can do your blood cholesterol, your blood glucose, your sugar test, your high blood for your blood pressure, Then in certain pharmacies, especially the housing area ones, you can also do a more complete test of your cholesterol.
Oh, wow,
Yeah,
okay.
for today, we're only testing your total cholesterol.
Okay.
But in the housing area ones, we will be testing your LDL, your HDL. Yeah,
Okay, it's a
so-
little bit more comprehensive.
Yes,
and
a
little
more
bit
comprehensive one.
Right, okay. And it's free?
No, you have to pay for it.
Right.
The blood pressure one will be free. Then for the total cholesterol one will be 10 ringgit. Then the
Oh,
more
that's all right.
comprehensive one will be 28. Then the blood sugar one will be 3 ringgit.
Okay, because at the end of the day, you want to make sure we're paying for the strip. 'Cause
Yeah.
That is a little
Yeah.
bit on the price, but
Yeah.
that ultimately you're there to also tell us the readings and inform
Yes.
us what to look
Yes,
out for.
what to look
Okay.
out for.
Any more questions before we proceed? She's now gonna take my blood. For those of you who know Daphne Iking very well, I hate needles. I don't like blood. But it's something that at this age, after 40 years and above, now that I'm reaching 50, I've made it a point to always conduct my annual screenings. Even though I feel fit and healthy, it's always good to do your health screenings. And this again can be purchased, a home kit for you to do at the comfort of your home. Ideally, in the morning, empty stomach, right? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Oh, that's all right.
Not too bad, right?
Yeah. Oh, so it's not like you're gonna prick me twice.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna do like 2 tests at the same time. And I was worried because I was like trying on lotions before this live stream, and I just have to wait.
Yes, for the total cholesterol one, we would have to wait a while, but your blood sugar one will come out 6.2, which is great, actually.
6.2 means normal.
6.2, yes, it will be normal.
What would be scary?
Because you've just eaten a meal, then normally we would hope for at least 7.
Okay.
Okay, then that's for normal. But if you are diabetic, then it will be around 11.1.
Whoa.
Yes, then that will be on the higher side. Then that's when we know for sure that it will be diabetic lah.
If I habis already.
Yes.
If I did it in the morning, would the readings?
Yes, because you do it on an empty stomach. We will also, if it's empty stomach for normal, it will be at around 6. Yeah,
so
you'll
this
at
is
least
6.2,
six. Yes,
right?
this
Just
time
now?
will be
6.2. I'm 6.2, and now this is my cholesterol, total cholesterol levels. Okay.
Yes, it's at 5.9.
All right.
And then normally we would recommend it to, not recommend it, for normal would be 5.2.
Oh no!
Yes,
So
you
ada
have
tinggi
5.2.
sikit.
Yes, ada tinggi sikit-sikit.
So this is the scary part, and that's the reason why you should do tests, because I'm not big,
Yeah.
right? I'm not big, and there is that thing where they say skinny fat, and that's the danger when you
Yeah.
have bad cholesterol. But again, this
Yeah.
is total. This
Yeah,
is
this is
total,
your total
cholesterol.
cholesterol.
You want to show if it's LDL or
Yes.
HDL.
That will
LDL
be a
being the
more-
bad one. Okay, another question.
How frequent should we take the test? Is it daily, weekly, or monthly?
How frequent should we be taking the tests?
Yes, so for your blood sugar one, because you want to know the trend, right? So it would be better if you take it before your meal, after your meal. Then you can take it for most of the meals, and you can also take it at your night meal, because that's when normally people will take their largest meal. Then it's recommended to take it every day lah, just so that you can see the trend of how it is like. Then it will be more accurate if you go to the hospital to get your HbA1c test done. Yeah. So that's your 3-month sugar level test lah.
All right, more questions coming your way.
Is this test available in all the other branches?
Yes, this test is available in all the other branches lah, so you can just visit any of the Sunway Multicare, then we can offer this service to you.
Some will come with a small fee, but I think it's worth it if you are coincidentally at that vicinity and
Yes.
just want to get your test. Like I wouldn't have thought that mine was 5.90. We've got one more. How much is this, the test, and is there any promotions for it?
You mean to purchase the whole set? Then we have different brands that you can choose from. Yeah, I can't remember the price off the top of my head, but yeah, definitely there's different brands that you can choose from. If you don't want to commit to buying a whole set first, you can also just come to the pharmacy. Then we can help you do the test lah. Like I said just now, for the blood glucose one is 3 ringgit. The
Okay.
cholesterol one, just for the total cholesterol, which is what we're doing today, is 10 ringgit. Then for the more comprehensive cholesterol test will be 28.
Okay.
Then the blood pressure one will be for free, so you can drop by anytime.
Okay, so now I'm going to try out my blood pressure.
Okay.
So 5.9. Is there anything that's alarming in this? What is it? Is it something that I should be worried about?
Alright, so not normally, but if normally you would be started on medication if it was at least 6.2 and above. So now you're at 5.9. So what we recommend the patients or customers to do is just to control their food intake. I think that would be very important. Stay away from the fried stuff, stay away from all the fatty stuff.
Okay.
Then there are also other things that you can do, or other things that you can eat, like maybe some supplements that you can eat to help with the bringing down the cholesterol level.
Okay, that's something that we can chat about. Now we're going to try and see how my blood pressure is. So the reason why you want to test for your glucose levels is because in the event that you may have a history of diabetes in your family, it's also when you're pregnant, you can also get a spike in your glucose. So that's something that you want to test. And then for your cholesterol, if you've got higher cholesterol, there is that possibility of heart disease. So for blood pressure, actually kenapa kita test our blood pressure?
You want to test your blood pressure to see whether it's on the high side or if it's on the low side. Normally for females, it will be on the lower side lah. So then it's normal if it's on the lower side, but you just have to monitor lah. If normally you will get dizziness.
Correct, I always get that.
You always get that, Then it could be because your blood pressure is low. Well, we can test it out today.
Let's test it out. And this is great. Again, these are simple tests that you can do or even purchase. Is it this one?
Yes, because this one will be closer to your heart.
Okay, so they do it on the left.
Yeah,
because the heart is on the left.
Yes.
Okay.
So I would prefer to.
And I think there's a way where you need to like sit down
and relax.
And
Sit
relax.
down and relax. Then normally before you do the blood pressure test, it's not recommended that you talk too much or walk around and do activity. Best is if you once you wake up first thing in the morning, then you test your blood pressure lah. Okay. Then for those who have a blood pressure machine at home, if you can see here, there will be an arrow. Then normally we will put it facing outward. Then there's a round little ART. Then we will face it a bit more towards the side here lah. Okay. Then make sure not to wrap it on too tight because it will affect the reading as well. Okay. So now she will relax, deep breath, and then we shall start the machine.
I'm supposed to keep quiet because if not, the reading won't be accurate.
Okay, now link the machine. Let's try again.
It doesn't want to read me.
It doesn't want to read her. It's okay, we have another machine coming.
Okay, so again, all these you can purchase the home kits from the pharmacy. And who would you recommend to have home kits like this at home?
Normally, I would recommend it to customers or patients who have high blood pressure, or even those without high blood pressure, even the elderly, if they just want to, it's upside down. If they want to just monitor, this one is a bit, you will need to cuff it onto the arm. Okay, then you relax your arm. Then we will adjust this. Oh, sorry, it's a little bit tight, huh? Okay, yes, like this. Okay, yes. Okay, we recommend it to anyone actually. Anyone with even if you're young or you're old, you can also test your blood pressure and just monitor and see how it is in a long-term wise. Let's start. And measure. Okay, now it's working. So a blood pressure machine, as it will expand, and then test when is the moment that they don't read her pulse anymore. Then as they slowly deflate, then they will read back when is the first moment where they read the pulse. That's how they get the reading from the blood pressure machine. Then for hers, it's 94/70. So the normal blood pressure will be around 120/80.
Exactly, I thought 100. So this is quite low.
Yes, it's a bit on the lower side, but like I said, for females, it will be normal to be on the lower side. Even for myself, it's also around this range, 94, 95, 70, 95.
What is cis? What's dia?
So systolic is your blood pressure at its highest.
Okay.
Yeah, then diastolic is your blood pressure or your heart rate or your blood pressure at its lowest.
So by right, it should be about 120 to what?
80.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Then they will also tell you your pulse lah. Yeah.
If an indication of, even though women are usually lower, what does that mean if it's lower than average?
Normally, if the blood pressure is lower than average, it would suggest that perhaps your
What is
blood
the
flow
cause? Is it because we're anemic or what?
It could be, yeah, it could be as well. But
Right.
I think for females, because normally in general our body size is on the smaller side.
Ah.
Yeah, so then the pressure that it takes to pump blood through the whole body, probably it won't be so high as compared to a man.
Okay, okay. Well, at least I'm hearing it from herself. Isn't it's herself who says that even her blood pressure is relatively
On the
about the
lower
same.
side, yeah.
Is there anything that we can do to help this make it better? Like especially my cholesterol. So normally my cholesterol, my total cholesterol should be around 5.2. Early on it showcased 5.9. Right, so that is a little bit nuts. But there are supplements that I can eat or consume to sort of reduce my cholesterol.
Yeah.
And we have a few examples of supplements that we would like to highlight. We've got fish oil, Nutri-Sure, barley oat, and red yeast rice. Can you tell us or the audience out there what are the benefits, and maybe share with us one by one. Let's start off with maybe the fish oil.
Okay, sure. So this fish oil, it contains it's omega-3,
Okay.
and then it contains EPA and DHA.
Alright.
So the EPA and DHA side for this product specifically is on the higher side. Okay, it can also help. So what this EPA and DHA can do is to help with the brain function, the brain development, the heart, protect your heart, helps reduce your cholesterol, helps with your eyes, helps with your skin. So actually, fish oil has a lot of benefits. Then for this product, it also contains a vitamin E, which can additionally help with the skin as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So this product is quite a good product. Yeah.
All right. So just before we take up another question, we've got another question, right? Actually, I'm going through my perimenopause.
Oh, okay.
So one of the hormone management that the doctor had spoken to me about was to also up my omega-3. So this is something that
Yes.
might be optimal for an option for me to choose from. All right, Alga, we've got another question.
For the females, right, will the BP go up during our period, during our menstrual?
Okay, so there's a question from somebody. Will our BP go up, our blood pressure go up during our menstrual cycle?
Because during a menstrual cycle, actually you're kind of losing blood. Yeah. So perhaps it would drop further, just slightly. Yeah. So you can measure it and then see how it goes. If it's really on the very low side, perhaps you can just monitor yourself. Like if you start to feel the symptoms, you start to feel dizzy, uncomfortable, then perhaps you can go and meet a doctor and then see how it goes. But in general, it should be okay. Yeah.
What if it goes
drops.
on the other side of the spectrum where it's too high?
You mean during the period?
No,
in
now
general?
just in general, yeah.
If it goes up too high, actually it kind of hurts the blood vessel. It will kind of damage the blood vessel because then you will need a high pressure for the blood. Yeah, your pressure is very high. Then as the blood passes through, it kind of damages the blood vessels. So it's important that you get your blood pressure checked, as well as your cholesterol. So if these two combine together, just imagine your blood vessel is this big,
Yeah.
and then your cholesterol is a high cholesterol, so it kind of packs up, so it sticks to the vessel. Then the pressure is also high. It will really damage the blood, the vessel. So yeah,
And that's the concern about heart diseases
Yes,
or
that's-
stroke, right?
Yes.
Okay, any more questions before we move on to the next one? Okay, so this omega-3, this specific supplement, in fact, I believe there is a special promotion during Raya,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Currently, for our multicare in Pyramid,
Yeah.
it's currently only 125.
Okay. For how many capsules?
For
is this?
90 soft gels, yes.
How many do we take in a day?
Normally, you only take one a day, and then it's
okay.
recommended to take it with a meal because it's oil. It's a fish oil, so it's better absorbed after a meal.
Oh my gosh, I've been taking my omega-3 on an empty stomach.
Oh, really?
Is that good or bad? Is there any difference when they say take before meals, take with meal, take after meals?
Because there are some, even for medication,
Right.
but for fish oil, we focus on fish oil because it's an oil, so it will be better absorbed if there is food. Because if there is food, then the enzyme that breaks down or helps to absorb the oil will be present, so then it will be better absorbed. If you take it on an empty stomach, it will still be absorbed, but perhaps it won't be the full. It won't
Maybe
be the
that's my mistake.
Oh.
Because I'm so lazy, so I just pop everything in the morning. Okay, so this is the omega-3, and here at the Sunway Multicare Pyramid, we actually have our Raya promotion. We are going to talk about red yeast rice, but before that, we have another question. And if you have questions too, you can ask us, okay? You see, they're all silent. We've got questions, so can ask. All right, your question.
How much EPA and DHA in milligrams?
How much? Okay, EPA.
For this one, the EPA is 650 and the DHA is 325. Then what's good about this also, actually, I don't know if you know, for other brands, their fish oil, it's in like a soft jelly-like.
Okay.
So when you take it out of the bottle, it kind of comes up together.
Correct.
But for this one, because it's kind of like it's kind of coated, so it's harder, so it's easy to take out the pills. Then if you burp, you won't really smell.
Don't busuk, I mean that fish oil smell.
It doesn't have the fish
But
oil
with the
smell.
harder capsule,
Yes.
outer
layer.
Yeah, outer layer, but it will still be digested in our
Yes.
stomach. It's totally safe,
Yes,
right?
it's totally safe and it will be digested. Yeah.
Okay, another thing I think a lot of people are concerned about is it halal?
Yes.
Okay, that's another thing that, because not so much about the fish oil,
Yes.
but because some capsules are made out of gelatin, and what sort of gelatin
Yes.
is it? So this is halal. Any more questions? Tak ada lagi? Let's move on to this red yeast rice. I've got friends who've been swearing on red yeast rice. Can you tell a little bit more about what it does, what's the benefits, and in this specific brand, how much would it cost for 500 mg of red yeast rice?
Okay, so red yeast rice, normally we recommend it to customers or patients who are not on any cholesterol medication
Okay.
or what we call statins.
Okay, statins, yeah.
No, if they're not on statins, then they can take the red yeast rice because the red yeast rice works similar to statins.
Okay.
So if you're already on statin and you take red yeast rice, it will be like a double combo. So it's not something that's the first question I will always ask the customers or the patients whether they're on any statins. Yeah. So because it works similar to statins, you can pair it together with your omega to help to bring down your cholesterol level lah.
So in this case, because I've got a bit of a slight high, this would be an option that I should be taking.
Yes, but I think for your case, perhaps you can omit the red yeast rice and just focus on the omega and then see how it brings down your cholesterol level. And if it's still continuing to go up, then only
Then
I would.
supplement it
Yeah.
with-
I would.
Why? Why is that?
Because normally red yeast rice, like what I said, is similar to a statin.
Oh.
Yeah. Then for your case, you're only at 5.9. Then normally doctors will start medication if their total cholesterol is around more than 6.2 at least. Yeah.
So this is the reason why you
Yeah.
need to go to a pharmacy and consult with the pharmacist, not just pandai-pandai, because with so much information
Yes,
out there,
actually.
I would have said probably read somewhere and I'm like, okay, I'm going to eat this, and sort of self-supplement my own way. But it's
Yeah.
always important to have a wellness consultant, in this case, a pharmacist, to guide you. Okay, next we have this, which is the NutriSure. All right.
Yes. So this one is a milk powder.
All right.
Yeah, this one is a milk powder that you can take. But normally this one we will focus more on the diabetic patients. So
Okay.
perhaps would you want to
Yeah.
we can recommend that one first because it's a part of the cholesterol.
All right, let's
Yeah.
okay, so you would actually talk about the
Yeah.
barley oat first. Well, sorry.
No problem.
All right.
Yeah, we will focus more on the barley oat. For now, because we're talking about cholesterol, right? Then normally for customers or patients who are high cholesterol, we will recommend them to take fish oil together with barley or oats.
Oats, okay.
Because it can help first of all, help to fill up the patient's stomach, yeah, so that they will feel full and they won't eat like all the high cholesterol food. At the same time, oats actually helps to bring down the cholesterol level in general for consumers lah. Yeah. Then what's good about this barley oat is
Okay.
that it contains 3 grams of beta glucan. So this
Okay.
beta glucan can help to bring down the cholesterol level.
This is like a drink? Or
Yes.
is it like, my normal oats? How do you cook it then?
So this is not a normal oat. This
Oh.
one we've already made it into serbuk,
Oh,
into powder
powder.
form. Yeah. So there
Okay.
are some people who don't like the barley or don't like the oats in a very mushy texture.
Right.
Yeah. So for this one, it would be great for them to add it into their milk or into their milk. Normally we will recommend the customers to add into the milk. Then you can bancho together. Then you can drink it.
I
Yeah.
normally take stuff, I like in the morning before my workouts, I have a smoothie. Can I also insert that in? Depending
can.
on
Yeah, you
the
can,
taste
but it
lah.
will be quite thick. Yeah,
very
it will be,
thick.
Yeah, it will be very thick. Yeah. So if you
Oh,
like,
all right, we've got another question. For perimenopause, what supplements should one take? I think this one, because I'm already familiar with this topic, and you can also correct me or
Okay.
add in, all right? It really depends on what hormones you are, you have an increase on. So like me, I had a overload of estrogen, which is funny because normally people have lower estrogen. So the supplements that was recommended to me was actually vitamin D, which a lot of Asian women especially, even though we're exposed to the sun, we don't have enough vitamin D. She also recommended omega-3, magnesium glycinate to help me with my sleep disorders and also to relax my body. And then the other one was one more, I can't recall. Oh, for me it was iron because I was slightly anemic. So you really need to go and check out what your hormone levels are with a doctor. But that's from my experience. Izan, what's your advice?
for my advice, yes, like what she said, it's very important also to check on your hormone level, especially with the doctor, so that they can guide you on which hormone that you, for her case, will be estrogen, on which hormone to focus on to control. But for supplements, you can also take on the omega. We also have another product inside that can help with the perimenopause or even menopausal women, to help to control or balance out their hormone level.
Yeah, so you can also speak to me. Actually, tomorrow I'm actually conducting my first perimenopause workshop. So that's something that's fun for me. All right, so we are going back to talking about the barley oat BG. This is something that is great for those who want to try and lower their cholesterol levels.
Lower their cholesterol level.
All right.
Yeah. What's good about this one actually is sugar-free, lactose-free, non-dairy, trans fat, no added creamer. So it's actually quite a clean product. It's literally just barley
sugar
and oat. No sugar as well.
Will I feel bloated because this is high in fiber, right?
Yes. So you also have to monitor and see, because some people after they take oats, maybe they will feel a bit more bloated. Then you can also control how much of the oat that you add into. For this one, it would be recommended to take 2 scoops. Then just mix it with water. And then,
Do you think I could try this out?
Yes, you can. We actually have a sample
okay.
already.
You've got a sample. I'm just curious because I actually love my oats. I'm one of those that loves my mushy oats. It's just that I don't have time to, because I buy the one that I need to boil it. It's not like those quick oat style.
I understand.
I actually boil my oats, but I don't have the time. Or there is that overnight oats.
Yeah.
Also, I don't have space in my fridge because I cook a lot. Okay, so the texture is it's not terlampau tebal juga. Alright, and this is pure, right? Tak ada milk, tak ada apa-apa kan?
No. Yes.
Okay, so for someone like me, it's very consumable because I don't like any sugar, but there is a slight, it's not so bland. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there is that, it's still palatable. I like it like this, and I know that I can add it with the greens that I also consume a lot of green powders.
You can add it into your smoothie
and I can add it into my smoothie. So this is something that is definitely bearable. How much is this? And is there any promotion for your barley oat BG too?
Yes, there is a promotion for the outlet in Sunway Multicare. We will sell it at 55 ringgit. 55 ringgit for this whole tin, and then inside there's 540 grams. Then for this one, our barley is from Canada. So it's quite a cool product to add into your routine, for your morning routine. You can add it into your, like what I said, your milk or your smoothie. But recommended not to take it with hot water. Normal temperature water is fine.
Okay, so not with hot water, okay? All right, let's go with this one. Now, if you if you're somebody that needs a little bit of like that dairy or milky taste you can actually pair this up together. This is actually Nutri-Sure, and the good part about, or the good thing about Nutri-Sure is it just a normal susu, or what's so special about this one?
Yeah, what's special about this one is it contains the bitter melon extract.
Okay, apa benda tu? What, can you repeat that again?
bitter melon extract. So so from
okay.
the bitter gourd, we extract out the bitter melon and then we add it into the milk powder. So this bitter melon extract can help to bring down the sugar level.
Oh.
Yes, for diabetic patients or diabetic customers. And then it's also on the less sweet side. It's not too sweet compared to like other milk powder that's out there. Then it also has high protein. So it's good for patients who are bedridden.
How much
Because
protein
they
are we
can't
looking at? Because that is another thing. So for the person who asked me about, or asked us about perimenopause, one thing that you need to make sure you have more of is ensuring you get proteins into your meals, okay?
Yeah, this one is about 10.2
10.2
grams of protein per serving.
All right.
Yeah.
And do you have, just out of curiosity, can I try this out
Yes,
also?
you definitely
Oh,
can.
you have it too. Wonderful. Is it okay for us, even though we don't have diabetes, we don't have cholesterol problems, but we want to consume this, boleh juga?
Yes,
Okay.
it's fine as well. Normally, this one is something that we recommend to patients or customers who are just looking for a meal replacement. So, for example, in the morning, they don't want to take a meal. Like, because let's say in the morning you eat wanton mee, nasi lemak, or even like any mee goreng from the restaurant.
Yeah.
It actually will spike up your sugar level. So for this case, if they are trying to lose weight, you can also take this milk powder to help to make yourself feel full, because it also contains all the nutrients, vitamins that is necessary per meal. Yeah. So you can also take this milk powder for that.
Okay, let's try it out, because I think one of the things that is great about this specific Nutri-Sure is that it is lactose-free, it is gluten-free, as well as sucrose-free. So it is indeed something that is an option as a healthy meal plan.
Yeah.
Dia punya smell pun I dah tahu okay.
Yes, I like this Nutri-Sure as well.
It's sedap. Is it vanilla?
Yes, this one is vanilla.
No
flavor.
wonder. I'm a big fan of vanilla.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious, how would this taste if I added it with my oats? Because I'm always looking for something that, I'm just so busy in the mornings. I know I shouldn't skip breakfast.
Would you like to add more of
Yes,
the oats?
please. I'm going to add this just so that I can taste it for all of you. This is a mixture of both the barley oats as well as the Nutri-Sure, which is it has a slight vanilla taste.
Yeah. It tastes great.
And it has all the nutritions. Okay, so this is some of the highlights of the supplements. Is it called a supplement? It is supplements.
Well, there are
right?
supplements, there's milk, and then there's also oats. Yeah.
Okay, so you just say it as it is. That
Yeah.
Milk, oats, and some supplements. And again, some great promotions happening at the Sunway Multicare Pharmacy. We spoke about some health screenings that you can do at the comfort of your home. You can actually purchase the home kit or head on over to the pharmacy. It's very much affordable for those who want to get their glucose levels, cholesterol levels, as well as their blood pressure levels done. Blood pressure is actually free. But I also want to talk about one of my actual favorite brands, and I just found out that Luna actually has been renamed.
Yes.
It's known as Luna. I actually use the shower gel for my daughter who's prone to eczema.
Yes.
Okay, they have renamed it Luna. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. So
Luna.
don't
Yes.
get confused if you see this brand. Let me just put everything aside and let Izan also explain more about these products. We've got the Luna laundry detergent, Luna Sika and lavender shower gel, which is the one that I purchased for Iman. And that's why right after this, before I have my other 10 o'clock live stream, I'm going to be purchasing it, because we've got fantastic deals that's happening where you purchase one and you get free one. But I never knew that they also have their floor cleaners as well as their detergent. So don't be confused. Again, this is the new branding, Leona. It was known as Luna. It's the same brand, okay? Right, let's go to explaining a little bit about the maybe the detergent as well as the floor cleaner. Over to you.
Sure. So for our Sunway Multicare, we also carry this detergent. For now, we only have stock for the Color Max. So means we would use this one for washing colored clothes, and it helps retain the color better. Yeah. We also have another one where it's for only white.
Oh,
yeah,
but
white.
it's sold out, is
Yes,
it?
but it's sold out because there's so many customers who are looking for it, and now it's sold out. So I'm unfortunately unable to show you. Yeah, but it smells really good and it's very gentle on the skin as well. Like for example, after you wash, and then let's say you wear it, you wouldn't feel that your skin is itchy. So it's not strong at all. So it's really gentle on the skin, and then it also eliminates about 99.9% of bacteria.
So no bleach, no dyes, no paraben, and no fluorescent. So that's something
Yes.
that I'm looking into, and that's the reason why I'm into the shower gel.
Yeah.
What is the promotion for your laundry detergent? Is there a detergent name?
Yes, there is a promotion. Now we're doing buy one, free one.
Okay.
So normally we sell one for $29.90. So now you can get two for $29.90. So that's actually a really good deal for such
I
a
know,
big-
right? I only wish that you had your white one.
Yes,
So I
I
can have
know.
one white and one. You can do that, right?
We can do that. We
Tapi
will
tak
get the
ada, dah habis. Okay, so you've got your detergent which kills 99.9% of germs and allergens. Let's talk about the two different fragrance in the sense for our floor cleaners. Over to you.
Yeah, so we also have a floor cleaner. This one is our Luna antibacterial floor cleaner, which also kills about 99.9% of germs, and then it's 5 times more powerful detergent that can kill it off. Yeah, so you can use it on multiple surfaces as well, including your floors, your tables. Yeah, you can clean your bathroom as well. So it's actually really good. And then we have it in the lemon flavor and also the lavender. And
Okay.
we're also doing buy one, free one.
Yep.
So means normally one is $15.90, now it's two for $15.90.
So RM7 40. Seven. I can't do my mathematics
Yeah,
right now.
around
About
RM7
eight lah. About eight,
yeah.
less than RM8 lah. Okay, so for two. So you can also have the option of getting the lavender as well as the fresh lemon version. Now this is the one that I'm very familiar with already. This is the shower gel. It's very gentle. So I purchased this for my daughter because she's prone to eczema. So we have actually 3 different smells,
Yes,
right?
we have
the ones
3
that
different
I use at home is the Sika and lavender, very gentle, very calming, smells really, really good. But the ones that they also have options for you to purchase the Sika and elderberry, as well as the Sika and the yuzu. Actually, yuzu yang macam dia citrus sikit kan?
Yes, it's a bit
Okay.
on the sour side, but it's not too sour. There are a lot of customers that actually prefer it to be on the lighter side, and our yuzu definitely does that. Yeah.
And of
That's
course,
what I like.
we have a promotion for this brand too. So this is what I meant. You will notice that this is Luna. This is Luna. So it was previously known as Luna. Now it's known Luna. What
Yeah.
is the promotion for this?
For this one, there's also a promotion. Normally for one shower gel, we will sell it at $29.90. Now it's buy one, free one, so you get 2 shower gels at $29.90. Then what's good about the shower gel is it's soap-free, no paraben and pH balance. So definitely if your skin is more on the sensitive side, you can also use this one to wash your skin. Yeah, and it
Oh.
cleans it really well.
And out of curiosity, because I'm going to be hogging this, you know, right now we've got the buy one, free one. But I understand that if you use this promo code, which is STP2026, there's a 5% off with minimum spend of 50 ringgit. I'm not sure if it's for this or for all products in your pharmacy.
Yes, it's for selected items.
Okay.
Yes, for selected items, then we will have this promotion of STP 2026. So you can drop by to our pharmacy and then we can share more about this promotion.
And I think it's good if you browse around and then shop smartly, because at each Sunway Multicare pharmacy, there's always different promotions happening. So even if you are like me, an annual theme park holder, pass holder, we get some certain discounts. But because specifically you've got your Raya promotion happening
Yes.
all the way to the
End of the month.
End of the month, actually you get better deals there. So depending on what products or what supplements you are purchasing, it's always best to speak to actually the pharmacist on duty or our wonderful team
Yes, that's
inside
working,
also
yes.
kan. All right. So this again, terms and conditions apply. And is there anything else we want to mention before we go into our giveaway? Any more questions, Tak?
For buy one, free one, can we mix and match?
Yes, you can. You
All
can
right,
mix and
let's
match.
repeat that.
Yes, for buy one, free one, you can mix and match. You can mix your yuzu with your lavender Personally, for me, I like the lavender because
too.
because it's very calming and gentle on the skin. Actually, all of them are gentle on the skin, but I personally like the lavender flavor.
And I'm very curious because I've always had this in both my kampung house as well as the house in my PJ house. But I think I'm going to try out something different for the boys. Maybe something to refresh them.
Yes.
Maybe get this for the younger ones. And then this one's for Mama and Papa, and this one because Iman already specifically likes this. So maybe I'll have to get 4 lah. Because
Okay.
2 lah kan nanti I
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
shopping berat. Alright, so seperti yang dijanjikan korang, there is the special giveaway. They're so lucky, right?
Yeah.
Anyone who watches our live stream edition, then you have a chance to win some prizes. And this time around, we are giving away Sunway Lost World Hot Springs and Night Park annual passes seperti biasa. The terms and condition is make sure your account is public because if it's private, you can't see it,
Yeah.
right? And then you have to check out our pinned comments for the terms and conditions and how to participate. And now I want you all to spam the keyword in the comment section right about now, and I'm going to showcase to you guys. Do we have our keyword? Tak ada, I will mention it to you, don't worry. It's something that you all are already familiar with, especially if you are familiar with our live stream, okay? Sunway Lost World Hot Springs and Night Park annual passes giveaway. Dia punya keyword adalah hashtag Hot Springs Time. Okay? Hot Springs Time. Here you go. I don't know if you guys can read it. Just in case, saya bagi peluang kepada anda. Just flood the comment box right now. Again, make sure that your account is set on public. Look at our pinned comments to see the terms and conditions, to see that if you are eligible to participate in this contest giveaway. And seperti biasa, the team will update the winners over our social media pages. So be sure to check out and to follow so that you can see if you are our lucky winners. So sekali lagi, make sure your comment is set to public. We are giving away Sunway Lost World Hot Springs and Night Park annual passes. All you have to do is just spam the keyword in our comment section right about now. Okay, Hot Springs Time. Ramai tak buat? Are they all doing it? Are you spamming it? Okay, so we have another 2-3 minutes. I will be moving on to the Sunway University in just a bit. At 10 p.m. I will still be going live, and there will still be another special giveaway happening at 10 p.m. Gila kan tadi Arvin, now me, and then another one. All of us are giving special giveaways. But before we end this session here at our Sunway Multicare Pharmacy at Pyramid, is that you've been wonderful hosting me and everything. What are some of the advice that you would give viewers at home that you would like to personally tell them about health, about wellness, about the place, anything? The show is yours.
Maybe some advice that I would like to share is that if you really want to purchase any items from Sunway Multicare and you're afraid that you may be unable to snatch the item in time, you can always find the outlet that you want to purchase the item from, drop us a WhatsApp. Yeah, then we will try our very best to find the item for you. Whether it's medication, supplement, or so on, we would personally reach out to different outlets just so that we can get the item for you. So I think that's one good thing about Multicare that I realized like once I start working here is that they really do our best to provide the best service that we can for the customer lah.
Oh, bless you. So that
So
means,
that's
right, if I
great.
wanted to get the detergent for white, you will help me cari lah.
Yes, we will help you chari and then we will help to keep it for you.
And if they had to choose on doing a one screen test, which one would you highly recommend? Would it be glucose, cholesterol, or blood pressure? Katakan lah if they had to choose one.
If you really have to choose one, I would say to test out your cholesterol lah.
Oh.
Because if your blood pressure is high, you will definitely feel it. You will feel uncomfortable. You will feel, uncomfortable in general. But if your blood cholesterol is high, perhaps maybe you wouldn't feel it as much because it's all just in your blood vessels. So definitely, I think it would be the cholesterol test. To do it in a hospital would be the most accurate.
Do it at hospital. And now that I know that I'm slightly on the high side, it has opened my eyes to be a bit more mindful about what I eat, what I consume, and later on, it's going to give me about 10 seconds before I have to say goodbye, and I'm going to go off shopping. So I shall see you at 10 p.m. We are heading over to Sunway University, and there are still more special giveaways. Go make great coming your way. In the meantime, I got to shop, I got to sapu all this. Thank you once again.
Yes, thank
Let's
you,
say
thank you.
goodbye.
Good job.
Thank